Here's everything you need to know about the DLC, and for my subscribers, I have a special measure for you at the end of the video. We'll be talking about everything revealed, things that Pokemon Company should have done, and a deep analysis on the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Now without further ado, let's begin. The first three news about the World Championship will be happening relatively soon, and they gave us basically info about merch they're giving away, and it all looks cool, man. Like, I really one day just wanted to go there either as a competitor. I actually do Pokemon PvP, and we'll be competing in Gatorland. So if you want to watch me doing that, you should follow my other channel, Mobile Night, where I basically do things about mobile games. It was mostly just huge promotional stuff for like what's happening in like World Champions. But we actually did get a few other things involved, including a new animation called Path Up to the Peak, which was confirmed coming soon. It's basically about a girl who's moved into a new town, and they join a Pokemon TCG club in her new school. And it's basically about her and her partner, Pokemon Oddish, which Oddish as a partner Pokemon is like a weird choice, but hey, I have no hate. I do kind of like Oddish myself because I did catch a shiny one. I have said this multiple times on the channel, but yeah. Anyway, there's actually a few things I did notice in this trailer. One of the few things being that like the little like Pikachu statue she had, Ollie looks similar to like the Pokemon you see in Pokemon Rumble. And at the end, we see like the room numbers are based off TMs. Like, you know, like room number instead of just TM this. And we all know that TM stand for technical machines in the mainline games. And in fact, I looked up what TM10 was, and actually is hidden power, which in this like animation, the girl is trying to like, you know, find her hidden skill about like Pokemon TCG. So that was pretty interesting to see. Next up for Detective Pikachu. Now, when this Direct was first announced, I thought this was gonna confirm like a Detective Pikachu movie 2, because if you look at like the art style they did for like the Direct when it was revealed, it looks similar to like the art style or the design of the Detective Pikachu movie like title. Like, you can just look on the screen. It might have been just me, but I genuinely thought we're gonna have like a Detective Pikachu movie. But more importantly, the game is pretty good too. It would be the perfect time to reveal another Detective Pikachu movie after the success of like the Mario movie and like how good the Sonic movies is. And it is kind of a golden age for like video game movies in general. So yeah, it will be really great to get that. But anyway, back to the game. In the trailer, we actually end up seeing a lot of Gen 8 Pokemon like Raboot and Indeedee. So there's that. But I don't think we're going to see any like Gen 9 Pokemon. But there's also like this big form of Pikachu, which is this like Gigantamax Pikachu but in a smaller scale. I don't know. I don't really know where exactly this game is taking place in. It does kind of look like it's a game taking place in Galar, but who knows. We also see that you can go around and like solving mysteries for people, and it looks like the main plot is just you're helping people with like smaller mysteries, but it most likely will all accumulate into the final story where you find your dad. Along with that, other Pokemon will go around helping you around solving mysteries, like Growlithe and Galarian Darumaka, which gives even more like proof that this is probably taking place in Galar. It's also the fact that like if you look at like the weather like in the game, it looks pretty foggy-ish, which is something I can kind of associate with Galar, but it might just be like theory crafting right here. But yeah. Also, Slowpoke with a fucking hat is adorable, and we need a plush of this. He may not be doing much in solving mysteries, but he's trying his fucking best. But yeah, October 6th is when this game comes out, and you can actually pre-order it today. We then got a trailer for the Pokemon anime. And that's it. Next up for Pokemon Go. Now, if you've been playing this game a lot like me, you'll just get told basic information you already know about. So basically, like how like the person in GoFest are going to be taking place, like the places and the global events, as well as Mega Dancy and Mega Rayquaza, being reminded to us that it will be released during GoFest. But we also got teased that Paldean starters will be released when the new season comes out in September. I like the details that like they show a lot of clothes you can see from Paldea, like the shoes, and hopefully we can actually wear these in game. Plus, we even heard the cries of the Pokemon. Like we heard the cries of Sprigatito, Quaxly, and Fuecoco. I blinked on Fuecoco for a bit. I do not know why. Also, someone genuinely thought this was Pokemon Feet for a sec, and I can't look at this trailer the same without thinking about feet. Next up, Pokemon Unite. I have an on and off relationship with this game. Not that I hate it, it's just, I just play it like, I just like play this game for like a month, and then I just stop playing it for 6 months, and then I go back to it, and it's a whole cycle. But yeah, things like Panic Parade were announced. Basically, it's basically where like you protect that precious Tinkaton. By the way, one of my favorite Pokemon from Paldea, from Underworld Pokemon. Along with that, you can actually get Mewtwo along with its both Mega Forms, X and Y. Next up for Pokemon Masters, we got revealed Nemona will be coming soon to Masters, as well as Victor from Galar with new roles. They basically announced any events happening at the moment that you should know if you're playing the game right now. Not gonna lie, I expected Nemona to sound Hispanic, but she really doesn't sound like that, which is kind of giving me vibes how we all thought like the Galarian girl, I forgot her name, was gonna be a Scottish drunk girl, and she ended up sounding pretty English, which kind of disappointed us all. Also, do you happen to know how to play this game on like the new iPhone Pro Max? I recently got that new phone like a few weeks ago, and every time I try to download the game, it just stays stuck on the title screen and nothing else. It won't. I try to put in my Nintendo account, but it doesn't work. So if you happen to know how to do that, please hit me up on Twitter or something, or in the comments. That'll be really great. In a Pokemon Cafe Remix game, the Paldean starters, Vaporeon and Jigglypuff in their costume forms, and Tatsugiris are coming to the game. Next up for the Nintendo Online system, we got the trading card game for the Game Boy revealed, as well as Pokemon Stadium 2 finally getting revealed too. Sadly, no mainline games ended up getting revealed, which is weird because Nintendo has to hate money, because the moment these get revealed for like the NSO systems, people are gonna go crazy. Like, I really want to just play Pokemon Emerald on the Switch. Like, come on Nintendo. It's not that bad. The Nintendo's Switch's lifespan is about to end in like less than a year, because we're most likely going to get like revealed the Switch 2 next year or this year. Next up, Pokemon Sleep is getting a full moon event soon. Kinda dope, not gonna lie. Paldean Winds, a web series, is also very dope too. And finally, for the real meat and potatoes, the Scarlet and Violet stuff. Now this is what y'all really want to know, don't y'all? First off, for Scarlet and Violet Terra Raids, Mewtwo with the Mightiest Mark has been confirmed, as well as Mew being a mystery gift too, that you'll be able to get with the code on screen right now. Keep in mind that its natures and all that, and its EVs and its Terra types are all going to be randomized. Personally, I got an Ice type Terra type, which I can't really think if any use on Mew. Maybe if because like, I mean, I can give it Ice Beam and then Terra type it to Ice. I generally don't really know what I can do with that actually. I don't know like I don't know. Maybe Psychic's the best. But we were told that if you use your Mew on the Mewtwo Terra Raids, we'll get like rewards, so we'll see then. And now let's really get in with the trailers. But before that, just keep in mind that in the trailer, they actually used, the Pokemon Company did use a fan remix of a song. So if you could, can you please like, comment, subscribe to that song, which is on screen right now? That would be great, because the Pokemon Company did not like give the person credit, which is really sad because, you know, we first start with the Teal Mask. We start out with scenery, new Pokemon. And in a separate video, which will come after this video, I will state every single new Pokemon that's going to be confirmed, so you should like sub and like, comment, subscribe. I recently got 100 subscribers, and I'm trying to get 1,000 by the end of next year. It's completely doable, so please do that. But enough stalling. We see a lot of scenery at first, but then we can see this kid eavesdropping on his sister, which makes it seem like he's gonna have a big arc in this story. Essentially, since later in the story we see him like battling you, the player, and he ends up losing, and he looks really pissed off about it. From what I've seen in leaks, Arven, Nemona, and Penny are also coming to you in both DLCs, but they're just you can just interact with them like and talk to them with dialogue, but they're not gonna have a huge story presence. So just keep that in mind. Next up, we see this guy with a completely new Terraform that I think no one is talking about. So basically, the 3 legendaries, they're gonna have like their own freaking like Terra forms, which is pretty cool. Also, another thing to notice is that Ekans in the trailer actually slithers, unlike whatever the fuck it did in Brilliant Diamond and Pearl. Like, bro just looks like a stone, like he's just pushing through. Anyway, we end up seeing Monkey Door using Psychic, or a power that looks like it. And then this guy over here, we see him do like a punching move, so it's really nice to see. It kind of looks like Surging Strike, like Urshifu's signature move, but I kind of doubt that they will give it to him. Anyway, after seeing more new characters and new Pokemon that we'll be seeing, we actually noticed one thing in that there's actually like Hantonian Tauros. So it really does look like that we're off Paldea. And we also later see like a lowland like Executor. So yeah, these biomes were like the Blueberry Academy. They just imported Pokemon in from other places. Also, one thing I kind of noticed is like, imagine like one really strong attack. Like one really strong attack to these walls or in the Blueberry Academy. And all these motherfuckers are dead. Like, this is basically the submarine thing that happened like a few weeks ago. Like, these motherfuckers are going to explode or drown to death. Like, think about it. All it takes is one straight Hyper Beam in a weak place. That will never happen, but I can actually see something like this happening in the anime. We see a flying minigame, and it has been alluded to that you can eventually get this flying thing as your main Koraidon skill in the DLC. Which also makes me wonder is that are they going to lock this quality of life change under DLC? And if so, that is really scummy. I mean, they've done it before with like Amiibo, so I'm not going to be surprised if they do that. We're also introduced to the Elite Four of this academy, and a new Duraludon evolution, which is Upbridge. A lot of y'all motherfuckers have been thinking that this basically confirms Unova remakes, which no, it does not. Remember, everyone wanted Diamond and Pearl remix, and we all kind of know how that came out, so no. As much as I love Pokemon, I just hope that they never ever get a year where we get 3 mainline games and all of them mostly sucking or having huge falls. So yeah, let's just hope that they take their time on these Unova remakes because they just need to take their time on it. But anyway, this guy has like a new signature move that's basically Solar Beam but for electric types. And that Palafin is fucking dead. We also saw a Paradox Caballion, which he looks okay. And Paradox Raikou, which everyone has been dunking on, and not gonna lie, I kinda like him. I can't wait to see Paradox Entei and Paradox Terrakion later. I can see Paradox Terrakion being really thick. We also see Terapagos and her Prevo in the background that all it looks like the one in like the Terra raids. So are we gonna get like, are we gonna have to like Terra raid Terapagos and her Prevo? That'll be pretty cool. Although he could be really overpowered to do, and it'll probably take a lot of people to do it. The Terra raids are flawed and I hate them, but it's whatever. And they end the trailer with a pan in to the Area Zero, which makes it seem like we're gonna get a third update focusing on Area Zero. Well, we'll see from there. Next up, after this trailer was released, they explained more about what's released here. Also, I forgot to mention this in the last time I covered the Pokemon trailer, but in the last trailer, there's a Hisuian and Growlithe statue, so I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, characters we get introduced are names like Briar, which is a teacher of Blueberry Academy, and we also get introduced to Pyrian, which oddly looks like a Saurian person from Legends Arceus. And then we get introduced to this minigame where we like pop ogres, and where we were able to get Mochi, which basically are just items that can help us increase stats, like certain stats, or reset stats, or stuff like that. We also get update to the Roto Stick 2, which I really hope this isn't locked behind the DLC. And it's basically a smaller version of Pokemon Snap for like the 20 people who care about this. No hate, but I just don't care about this. Next to Cryon, we gets introduced, which is the director of the Blueberry Academy, and he looks somewhat suspicious, not gonna lie. He looks pretty evil, but it might just me like theory crafting again. Anyway, after that, we're reminded that the Academy is underwater. We can confirm the 4 biomes, which are the Canyon Biome, Coastal Savanna, and Polar Biome. We can get confirmed more classes we can take in the Blueberry Academy, which, yay. Gotta love learning. And then we get introduced to the whole last new league called the BB League, with our Elite Four being Lacey, who looks either like a fairy specialist or a psychic specialist, Crispin, who definitely looks like a fire specialist, and man, I just like the name Crispin. Like, let this man fucking cook. A Maurice, which looks like either a steel trainer or maybe like a normal Elite Four leader, and Dryon, which with his like partner Paracon being the Evo of Duraludon, which makes it look like he's a dragon specialist. Next up, we get introduced to the Elite Club, and it basically tells us we can redecorate as much as we want, and this is a place where you can battle new people, and you can also like change the way you throw your Pokeballs here. We can also been told that like you can even bring over gym leaders from Paldea, and you can be able to rematch them, which is pretty good. And we finally get the release date for the Teal Mask. For more subscribers, I want to give you all a special message. And of course, the moment I finished editing this video, we got another trailer so we're going to talk about that too. All you have to know from this trailer is that every single starter from the past games are coming back. So Incineroar is finally going to come back and, you know, like demolish VGC, which I'm definitely going to love. I just hate Incineroar because of that. And we also got introduced to 2 new moves. One of them being Psychic Noise, which basically prevents you from like healing when like the move is done. So like your opponent can no longer heal. So I want to know if this also affects things like items, like for example leftovers or recovery, like or abilities like Regenerator. So I want to see how that works out. Then we got moves like the Upper Hand, which basically if you try to use a quick attack or any party move, your move will go first and it'll stop them. And we got another move for Paradox Raikou, which is basically a Thunderclap, and it ensures that it attacks first, which means that it's basically another party move from what I've seen. But it straight up knocked out the Delibird Paradox Pokemon, and I really heard that Pokemon is also really bulky, so this move actually might, you know, have a threat. From what we know, this move is only like a signature move to Paradox Raikou. Then for Paradox Cobalion, we got Tachyon Cutter, which is basically a 2-hit steel move. That is always guaranteed to hit twice, and it looks pretty strong, not gonna lie. It straight up killed that Mimikyu, but then again, Mimikyu doesn't have the best defense, so yeah. Along with that, we also got confirmed that Terraforms are gonna be a new thing, which looks like it only can be exclusive for the new the mass Pokemon or Terapagos, but we will see. And now that is everything we know from every single trailer that came out. After I released my video about rights in Smash Bros, that video gave me 106 subscribers, and I want to say thank y'all to all of y'all who helped me get that. 100 subscribers is huge. You don't understand how much 100 subscribers is a huge goal for me, because I always wanted to become a YouTuber, and my first milestone has been hit. Thank you to everyone. Next goal is 1,000, and I have said when I get hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do 2 giveaways, so keep that in mind. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe, because these streets aren't safe, and have a good one.